So this is the first time I'm doing a video like this. It takes a lot for me to do a video like this and really go in on someone. I don't really like doing that. Usually I like to just let people be. But in this case, I feel like this needs to be done. Big Winter. The only thing bigger than you is your block list. You're aggressively creating this echo chamber, this bubble around you full of positive comments that praise you as a hero. Are you really, though? I mean, comments are being mysteriously deleted. People are being mysteriously blocked from asking you questions. I don't know. It seems kind of hypocritical, considering that you expect us to demand transparency from people. You have 1.4 million followers. Your Epstein videos are bringing in a considerable amount of engagement and views and money to go along with it. But we're going to dive in. And I'm not going to go easy on you, because what you're not going to do is use the guise of protecting kids and raising awareness to shield yourself from any criticism. You are not above criticism. And you talk a big game. We tell the truth on this side of the internet. Yes, we do. You say you want all the smoke. I'm going to give it to you. Let's dive in. Okay, so this guy, Big Winter. Now, one thing, I am grateful that he is talking about the Epstein files, but I don't agree about the way in which he's talking about the Epstein files. So this guy originally started his page as like a feminist channel, just putting a bunch of the most popular feminist quotes and things that he knows women are going to like over videos of him in coffee shops buying matcha. He films himself drinking matcha. Yeah, just a bunch of performative male nonsense. He is probably the final boss of performative males. I didn't originally have a problem with his content until he started talking about the Epstein files. He wants the ladies to know that he is on their side, and he's doing this dark romance thing with his cooking, sleeveless shirts, and then he stabs the cutting board to make you go, ooh. He is the full package, and he treats his girl like royalty, driving his status symbol car to the status symbol Gucci store to buy her a status symbol Gucci purse every time she gets her period. He also has his cousin doing the exact same thing, basically just a carbon copy of him. I wish I was kidding. Appealing to the female gaze is not nearly as overt as the male gaze, and he knows that. He understands feminine sexuality. So he uses that to his advantage in his cooking videos. However, now he's started talking about the Epstein files. And he's taken the same formula that drew all of these women to his page, and he uses it to talk about the Epstein files. You know, the sexual abuse of children, cannibalism, torture. Yeah, he's just doing the same thing to talk about that. Y'all don't see anything wrong with that? You don't think that's a little bit, like, unserious? You don't think that, like, takes the seriousness out of what's going on? You don't think that possibly desensitizes a large group of people that are already following him? You don't think that maybe his platform is built almost entirely by women, and he goes and turns around from feminist content and dives straight into the Epstein files and political stuff without proper trigger warnings, and runs the risk of maybe re-traumatizing women in his audience who may have, statistically speaking, been through abuse in their past? Like, maybe there's a possibility that the women in your audience don't want to be bombarded by videos of children screaming while your cousin makes a fucking pumpkin pie, rubbing oil on the pumpkin all Diddy-like. I want to mention that I don't want to bring his cousin too much into this because his page is much smaller and he's just following the lead of Big Winter, which kind of looks like this, so I don't really want him to get the smoke. After all, it's Big Winter who says, I want all the smoke. So I wanted to use this part of the video to fill in the blanks because I'm currently editing this. I'm almost done editing this, and I need to fill in some context here and there, and also transition into the next part of the video where I'm in my office and I'm analyzing his content. So let's jump into that. Modest but performing for strangers. Interesting. The world is on fire and we keep acting cute. Yep. I wonder how much money he's making from this. talking about child abuse. Not even talking, just putting a caption over child abuse doesn't raise awareness through other people's posts. It's all about him. When a world turns licentiousness into entertainment. Okay. Because this right here, that's not entertainment in its own way, right? You stabbing the cutting board for effect, putting sensationalized music over it, with a different caption, doing all the theatrics. That's not entertainment. That's not its own kind of entertainment. Do you see the hypocrisy? No credible news sources are sharing this image, as far as I can see. Whereas, say, let me take a screenshot of one that I know is true, the Prince Andrew one, which led to his actual arrest. So when I do a reverse Google image search of this, it should bring up some credible sources that have this picture because it's a real picture. I have The Sun, DW.com, like actual news sources, Associated Press. Who's going to be bothered to do all of this research? This is how people on social media are growing and getting away with this misinformation. Sucks. This image is a scene from the horror trailer Thanksgiving, which was part of the 2007 film Grindhouse. Reddit, why is nobody digging deeper into this Epstein files? Shut up. Do you see how this effectively desensitizes people? You stab the cutting board so many times it's like the boy who cried wolf. You tell the truth on this side of the internet, do you? You're using images that aren't even in the files. You're saying things that straight up are not true. You can't even be bothered to remove the AI video when it's been debunked. Do not waste your outrage on the person telling you to care about kids. That says more about your priorities than it does about my post. Maybe we're fighting misinformation. Maybe we're well within our right to fight misinformation at a time like this. This is how we can get into cult behavior, cult language. You can't criticize me. If you criticize me, your priorities are in the wrong place. It's very emotionally manipulative, especially when we're talking about the Epstein files. I don't appreciate people manipulating others' emotions, especially when your platform is primarily women. Vulnerable, maybe vulnerable women. This is not good. See, do I even have to say it? I don't have to think that way, but I certainly know that the internet will think that way. It could have put any other video, maybe a video where he's stabbing yet another cutting board, but he doesn't do that in this video. No, he uses Cinnabons. So today I reached out to this creator using his story questions. He said, ask me anything. I'll answer all the questions, or as many questions as I can get to, right? So I asked him, do you donate what you make from the Epstein videos to charities that protect children? Pretty fair question, right? I was instantly blocked. Yeah. I got a big man all in his feelings. It's pretty telling that he blocked me over that simple question. And I wasn't even talking about all his videos. I was just talking about the Epstein ones. You know, the videos that are about child abuse. See, some of us aren't great chefs. Some of us are a little distracted with, you know, the message. So I burned the shit out of these because I'm too focused, right? I'm too focused on exposing people who are pretending to care about children. At the end of the day, maybe they're just fake. Maybe they're just performing. If you're not performing, Big Winter, maybe donate what you've made from the Epstein videos to charities that are dedicated to protecting children. Maybe like Unchained at Last, since you care about child marriage overseas. Are you aware that child marriage occurs in the United States? Yeah, they're trying to fix that so it doesn't happen in the United States. Maybe before we go talking about what's going on in other countries, we fix what's going on in ours first. Sorry.
Gotta get that grill off the table. You can't grill on top of the table, so.
Yeah, my point is this content is extremely easy to make for him. All he has to do is take a video that he shot months ago, plaster on a caption that he wrote from the comfort of his couch, and put a shocking picture or an image or a video next to it. All of a sudden, he's raising awareness. He's a big hero. So since his content is so easy to make, it's not really a job. The dude's probably spending all of 20 minutes on these videos and calling it a day. Wouldn't it be fair that he just donates everything that he makes from those videos, claiming that he cares about child abuse and how wrong child abuse is and how much he cares about the Epstein files? Wouldn't it only be fair that he donates that to charities that are dedicated to protecting children? I don't know. To me, that sounds pretty fair. To me, I think we should be holding these rich and powerful influencers accountable, because at the end of the day, they have power, they have money, clearly. So, do you care about kids? Are you going to protect kids? Are you actually going to put your money where your mouth is? Or are you just going to take the money and continue to buy your girl some Gucci purses and status symbol vehicles? You know, as a Christian would. Just saying. I'm not saying that I'm a great Christian. That's the thing about me, though. I'm not over here posturing like I'm this great person or great Christian. But I can call out hypocrisy when I see it. Also, Ben & Jerry's, are you sponsoring this man? Because why did he reach in the freezer and grab ice cream when he's cutting onions? It's very confusing. Are you sponsoring misinformation? So, he blocked me. But before he blocked me, I took a bunch of screenshots of his posts where he says a lot of things, and I want to contradict them. I will not be guilted into silence by people who have more smoke for a post than they have for predators. This is so manipulative. You're combining food ASMR with discussions of child sexual exploitation. It's just so frickin' weird. It's so beyond weird, and it turns my stomach, so it doesn't surprise me if people are trying to get you to stop doing that. I'm starting to question everything. You can't be bothered to question anything before you post it. I do not care who your favorite celebrity is. Yes, you do. It helps your algorithm when you talk about celebrities. Shut up. This picture of Justin Bieber and Usher arguing, by the way, that's AI. Yeah. Stop playing neutral. Believe women. Protect women. Speak up. I'm not scared. I'll put myself on the line for the ones I love. You blocked me for asking you a simple question. Everything is over-sexualized. Everything. Lust is a business model. You appeal to horny book talk wine moms. You are not one to talk about this. That's like your whole thing. That's like your whole shtick. That is your entire existence. Unfollow anybody who plays dumb. Keep reposting. You don't repost anything yourself. You only repost yourself. You don't repost anybody raising hell about the Epstein files. It's all about you. This is a narcissist. You can't convince me this isn't a narcissist. Your favorite influencer is scared. I know you are. Your favorite celebrity is scared. They want perfect angles, brand safety, and applause. I want truth and accountability. So do we. So do we. I'm not scared. Yes, you are. And you shouldn't be either. Speak up for what's right. Call evil what it is. Protect kids. Pressure the people in power until they have to answer. You have power. Can you answer my question? I mean, 1.4 million followers. That's power, isn't it? Applying pressure? That's what it's called, right? That's what this whole applying pressure thing is called. Put into action. They think we are stupid. You think your audience is stupid. Or you really are stupid and you believe everything that you see on the internet and post it in your videos to make your audience stupid too. And when somebody speaks up, watch what happens. Mocked, silenced, deplatformed, threatened. You have 1.4 million followers. Nobody is deplatforming you. If anything, they're promoting you. Bro, you're getting paid. You're profiting off of this, bro. My point is that this is going to translate into real life. This guy is making an actual protest in real life. And I want to make sure that people are going out in the streets and being accurate about this. This is very important. The children of the world deserve adults who know what the hell they're talking about, who will fight for them and know the actual truth. They're armed with the truth. What is the point of making us outraged if we're not armed with the truth? The Epstein files are outrageous enough. The Epstein files are horrific enough. They don't need you to do all this, right? Like, just share the truth. Just do some extra research. How hard is that? Let me search Jmail.world. Search up that email about dress up as Jesus. Okay, the file number's there. We could verify that. Search it up here in the justice.gov website. He helped save her life. Whoops. Right. That's the email that I see circulating online a lot. And that is confirmed here on the DOJ website. That's just an example. He references that particular email in his video, but he doesn't actually show the email itself. Just kind of writes a caption. Why can't you show the email and the file number? Why can't you be bothered to do that? If you're really passionate about it, you will do your due diligence and double check this stuff and not just take a social media creator's word for it. We can only assume things. We can only build a narrative around the slivers of information that we're getting, right? That's the problem. And social media, especially influencers like this, who built their entire platforms off of, fantasy. This guy being some feminist female fantasy, right? So it only makes sense that he builds fantasy around the Epstein files. Do you see how this works? It's like he's meshing the Epstein files with celebrity gossip and speculation, and we're just talking about the Epstein files while sipping our alcoholic drinks with the girlies, just talking about how children got their teeth ripped out because we have a picture of a dentist chair, sipping alcohol with the girlies like we're at Gossip Book Club or something. Do you see how weird this is? I know I'm not alone. I encourage people to join his movement, but join this movement with the truth. Right? I'm giving you the truth. If you want to join, join. And unlike our favorite cutting board assaulter, I'm not getting paid for this video as hard as I'm working on it. I'm doing this because I genuinely feel like I need to. I just needed to make this video because of all of the misinformation and everything that I've been seeing. It really put me in a depression, and I've been struggling mentally because of that, but I want to just make this statement for this video being released. I have never been suicidal. I've never thought of hurting myself or anyone else for that matter. I just wanted to make that very clear in this video, considering all of this sensitive stuff that I'm talking about. So anyway, to the ladies in his audience, he's all about holding men accountable, not buying into men's bullshit, not buying into men's lies and their bullshit. He presents himself in his captions sometimes like the virtual big brother, right? He's going to protect you from the evil outside world. If you can take the rose-colored glasses off for a minute, which I hope I helped you do in this video, you can see that he's just a man at the end of the day. If he really wanted to be a virtual big brother, he would be bringing you back down to earth with the truth. We tell the truth on this side of the internet.